Hi everyone, welcome back to Clever Horse. Today I'm going to be making a video on just like the basics of blupping. This is not a blup tutorial, so if you would like a tutorial, then I could do one in the future, or go and look for a blup tutorial. I found them when I first started thinking about blup, and I recommend Total Cretin's BLUP tutorials because they really helped me out a lot, and they're the best source of information I could find at the time. So this is one horse that I'm currently working on in the Australian server. She is an Arabian mare and she is 6 years old, and I'm basically blupping her at the moment as I started like a blupping farm thing on my Australian server, which I'll show you near the end of the video if you have time. So if you want to know more about BLUP, then keep watching and hope you enjoy. So on your horse's page, you have 3 tabs down here: characteristics, genetic, and bonus. So if you go to the genetic tab, you see you have your genetic potential here and the genetic potential for each individual skill. And then underneath you have, in capital letters, BLUP. It does actually have like a proper definition of what it means, but I can't remember it, so we'll just call it BLUP. And it's quite long, I think. So this horse is currently at 56.67. And basically, I'll just tell you this. If you wanted to breed a foal and you wanted it to have good genetics and good skills, and its parents with good genetics and good skills, make sure that it's as close to 100 BLUP as you can get it before you breed. 70 is okay, but it's okay for genetic potential. But if you wanted to increase his skills properly and like as much as you could, then definitely go for 100 BLUP. Basically, yeah, just try and get it as high as you can. I like to BLUP my horses for breeding and also just to increase their value, in case I needed to sell them, or, well, yeah, if I need to sell them, and also it increases ranking as well on skills and genetic potential. So basically what I do when I BLUP horses, I've recently made a new breeding farm called BLUP Projects. So the first farm that the horses go in is the foal games barn. So this basically is where all the foals go first, where I'll try and complete all of their foal games to 100%. And then depending on what breed they are, I will take them into either forest rides or mountain rides. Now, if your horse, I'll just take Agnes for example. If your horse has, right, so Agnes has stamina, dressage, and jumping for her 3 highest genetic skills. So stamina, dressage, and jumping. Stamina is increased with mountain rides. Dressage and jumping is increased through forest rides. So I would do her forest rides first because there's 2 of her genetic skills that are increased during the forest rides. So I would do forest rides with her. So next she would go into the forest rides farm. So yeah, they'd either go into forest or mountain. So if they went into forest first, after that they were going to mountain. Hang on, I got really tickly throat. So let me just repeat that in case you couldn't understand me. If your horse is in the forests first, I'll then move them to the mountain rides. And then once they've completed the rides, I do the training. The only reason I do the rides first is because your horse is able to go on rides before you can actually train them. So I always do the rides first, and then you're not wasting time waiting to be able to train them, and then you're going to take longer to get them completely BLUPed because there's a big space of time where you weren't doing much at all. So they'll then go to the training, and then they will go to competitions, so that when all the rides and the training and the full games are done, when you've got as many skills as you can, your horse is in the best state to compete and get some winnings as well. So in the competitions, I try to increase the skills that they get. So I'll try and bold these, and then once that's done, I'll work on placing in the competitions and coming first. And then once they've been in the competitions yard, they will go to 100 BLUP, and they will only go in the 100 BLUP if I don't have like another farm for them. I don't have many farms in this one simply because I don't really have enough horses to have so many farms. I did have about 7, but then I realised I had like a different one of these sort of ones for each breed, and there was only maybe like 1 or 2 that actually had some horses in. So I scrapped those and just put them into here, which I now find it a lot easier. So these are like my main 3 categories as well. So I'll just go back to this horse here. So she is currently, so as you can see, all of her skills are bolded. Well, her top genetic skills are bolded. And she is 6 years old, and so she needs to be 10. Oh yeah, your horse has to be 10 to have 100 BLUP, unless there's something in the VIP, I think, where you can BLUP them earlier. But because I only have Pegasus account, I can't actually do that. So, yeah, so now with this horse, my next step is to compete in as many competitions as I can and try and get as many first place. I haven't really done very well in that at the moment, but I'm hoping to eventually get those competition winnings. I have a feeling that this is going to be a horse where it's going to be difficult to get 21st place trophies, because I don't know, I just find personally that some horses do amazingly at competitions and they win like loads of them, and some it's maybe like 1 out of 10 that they win, and I have a feeling that this horse will be one of those. So that's it for that sort of aspect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to age her to 10 in this video and enter her in competitions and do her missions every day to increase the skill. And also you get some equus from doing this. So as you can see, stamina, dressage and speed are the top 3 that are like required for this, and which is brilliant because my horse, these are her top 3 genetic skills. So I'm just going to enter quite a few of them. We probably won't see the results in this video, but we might as well enter her in as many as we can. And I'm not going to worry about going below 20% because we have the Achilles heel on her. Going to enter as many of these as we can. And then how much time? Right, okay. Do some cares for her to increase her energy back up. And then we can enter some more competitions. You can only enter one more though because of the time it is in the game. Or because of her time down here. Seeing as competitions take 2 hours, and so it's only 1.5 hours until midnight, so I'll have to age her instead. Oh, another thing I'll just tell you about this account. All videos will be less than 15 minutes simply because I don't really want to pay for a full version of the screen recorder. So, and I think 15 minutes will be enough because I can break videos into different parts. So I think 15 minutes will be fine. And I'm sure not many of you want to listen to me rambling on for 15 minutes either. So I'll probably have like different parts for videos and stuff. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to enter a few different types of competitions because although her top 3 skills are stamina, speed and dressage, she may not necessarily do well in the competitions that contain all 3 of them. I found that with quite a lot of horses over the years of playing on horse, and so I usually take this into account when BLUPing. Oh, I don't really have any energy. I don't think we'll be able to do much more without aging her again. One thing that I really like about this promo is it's given me quite a few aging points, so I'm not really having to worry about aging points and stuff. I remember when I first started playing, I would try and like have I used to always start with a mare, and I always wanted it to have as many foals as possible, because I thought the more horses the better. In some cases, that's true, but I think when you're just starting off, it's not great to have loads and loads of horses because you're still getting round to sort of working out your expenses and stuff. So if you're new, I recommend don't go on a breeding spree because you'll run out of aging points and you'll find it quite hard to get them back again. And I was always wanting to spend money, like real money, to get some aging points, but I couldn't because I forgot about that. You know, I just couldn't because my parents weren't willing to spend money on games and stuff. So it's not that they're like horrible or anything, it's just that it could be spent on better things. But if I would actually like to spend money on the game, but I try not to, and I try to do it all by myself. But I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with spending money on the game. I personally think that my game would be much better if I did. But that's not really what I wanted to do with this account. Right, we won't do much. I'm actually going to end the video in a second because we're very close to 15 minutes. I have like 30 seconds left, so yeah, I'll finish it there, guys. So I can make a second part to this as well. No, I will. So like getting her to 10 years old, and then I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Videos will improve, and please like this video and give it a thumbs up, and comment down below any suggestions for videos that you would like to see in the future. So thanks, guys. Bye.